Welcome back to Unapologetic She. Remember, I don't know what goes here right now, so we're just gonna rock and roll. Take a seat. We have some things to talk about.
Oh, that's hot. Oh, that's hot. Oh, that's hot. Oh, that's hot.
First things first. Hello, everyone. Y'all, the fact that it is almost the last week of April is really crazy to me. Like, I cannot believe how fast time has flown, and it's been 2020 2.0. I hope that makes sense. Like, we are going through exactly what we've been going through in the year of our Lord, 2021, and I am honestly very confused at the state of the nation and the state of the world. But I just want to say that as a Black woman, from one to another, because I know most of y'all are Black on here, we ain't even going front like you're not. I hope that you are taking care of yourself in the midst of everything going on. I hope that you understand that you deserve peace. In the midst of everything, you deserve a break. So take care of yourselves. But before we get into, the self-care of you turning off your laptop, closing it, stepping away from work, there are a few things we need to talk about, y'all. There are some things floating around the Loc community that I have just been looking at and seeing on my Instagram and on some of the Loc YouTube, the Loc videos I find on YouTube, not necessarily for my faves, because I don't even want to front like they're the ones saying it, but there are a few things that are a little bit alarming that people think about their Locs. And now that I'm 19 months in, go me. I'm so very proud. I want to tell you guys, here are a few things that you need to stop doing with your Locs and a few things you just need to stop doing in life. Locs and life. Life and Locs. Number one, I don't know what the deal is with lock pruning, but it is not good for your Locs. So as you can see here, when you lock prune, you take the end of your Loc or you hold your Loc out and you go up the shaft of your Loc and cut off all those little hairs. Now, I know when you have Locs, there's already this pressure to be so professional and make sure they're always clean and tidy. As you can see, it's not rocking like this today, but I understand. However, when you prune your Locs, when you cut off all of those hairs that are on the side of your Locs, you're actually doing more damage than good. Imagine where all the hair goes. Like, when we wash our hair now, you don't see all the extra hair falling out in the shower. You don't have globs of hair in your hands because all of that hair belongs to the Loc. If you continue to cut off those hairs that are on the outsides of your Loc, guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna break. Ooh, my words. Guess what's gonna happen? The Loc is gonna thin out, it's gonna break off, and then what? Then what you gonna do? You gonna magically grow another Loc from that piece of hair? Like, I know we are not judging me for the top Loc, my little baby Loc is still here. Don't judge about that. We're not getting into that anymore. But seriously, take it from me, make sure you do not cut off those things. And another thing, talking about cutting off people, it's okay to cut people off. I know that there's this whole cancel culture is a myth right now. At the end of the day, honey, you have to protect your peace and protect yourself. Same way we invest in our hair and invest in these Locs and make sure they look good, you got to invest in you too, because at the end of the day, can't nobody make you happy but you, baby. Nobody. Second thing that I want y'all to stop doing with these Locs, stop putting so much tension on the front of your hair. Now, I've talked about the constant retwisting thing 1,000,001 times. And how I am not an advocate for retwisting over and over again, even though I tend to retwist a lot. But it's not about me. We're getting better. Stop putting so much tension on the edges of your hair, which means when you pull your hair up every single day, or if you pull your Locs back all the time, you are putting unnecessary tension on the front of your hair. And let me tell you something. You deserve to have thick edges. You deserve not to have hair that starts back here. You deserve to have a full hairline. So if you can't figure out something else, maybe wrap your hair. Maybe try a different style. Move the ponytail, sis, because honestly, and bro, is that what we call y'all? Everybody's sis. It's gender neutral right now. Move the ponytail. Stop that. Also, move on. There are some things that go on and some things that happen in our lives, and we continue to let them happen. We go through the same cycles, the same situations over and over and over again. We create boundaries to the point where we talk about them 24/7 on the internet, and yet we're not actually implementing them. This is your sign to go check that. Move that ponytail and get with the boundary. Stick to it. Keep it. All right. the last thing that I really want y'all to stop doing with your locks, and I keep saying y'all, acting like I am not a part of this, because I can only speak from experience and I can only speak from things that I've done. Keep your hands out of your locks. Now, I like to play with my hair a lot. I really do think that I have something weird going on where I just like, there's this weird addiction to always be touching my hair, and it's a lot. So we talk about low maintenance styles. We talk about making sure that you're not constantly manipulating your hair or manipulating your locks. That's a big part of it too. When you're constantly putting your hands in your hair, you're constantly moving your locks, playing with them, you're not giving them a chance to just chill. Like, you're not giving them a moment to just be them. And I know that sounds really funny, but you honestly have to make sure that you're not taking the dirt from your hands, putting them in your hair, moving your hair around all the time. There's a lot of manipulation I think that we do with our hair that we don't even realize that we do. And one of those things, keep your hands out your hair. You remember when we were really little and we used to get our hair braided by our mamas or our aunties or our sisters or our cousins or whoever used to braid our hair, and we would try to go ahead and like try to feel and stretch and like cough and see, oh, I only have 2 left. Yeah, I think that's where it started, and we all have a problem. It's kind of like all of the other things that we go through, right? Like the stuff that has happened from our childhood and we carry it to adulthood. This is your sign. It's time to take care of that stuff. Get your hands out your hair and get your hands out of people's businesses that it doesn't belong in. I'm just saying. Am I wrong? It's the year to mind your business. It's the year to put your hands back where they belong. It is the year to make sure that you have all your things handled and you're not worried about anybody else. Because at the end of the day, all we want, and I'm saying we for all of you Black women out there, all we want to do is have, some long locks. We want to have glowy skin. We want to make sure we're taken care of. So take care of you. Worry about you. But that's really all I have today, guys. I know it hasn't been that long, or I know it's been a long time actually. It's been a while since I've released a video, but I did want you to know that I am praying that all of you guys are safe. If you're watching this, drop a heart below so I can know that you are okay, that you are, getting through this time of mourning and celebrating, whatever else we're trying to do, this acrobats with our emotions. I hope that you all are doing so well. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. And before I go, I do want to drop a little bit of a thing, an ad. I don't know what to call it. Me and my husband started a podcast called The Spoken For Podcast, and we just talk about anything we want. We're adults now. We're grown. So we're kind of touching on some stuff that we've gone through in our marriage, some stuff that we've gone through as individuals, and we want y'all to listen. So on Spotify or Apple, go ahead and search The Spoken For Podcast and listen to your girl and her dude. It's all in the family. But either way, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. All right? Yeah. Peace out.